Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Sam from Yankees Post here, and I just had to make a video about the Red Sox because their start to the 2026 season has been rough, like really rough. Like they're sitting at 1-5 right now, dead last in the AL East. And after getting swept by the Astros in Houston, the vibes in Boston just are not great to start the season. They kicked things off strong on opening day in Cincinnati. Crochet looked like an ace. He went six scoreless innings, eight strikeouts. He escaped like a big bases loaded jam with back-to-back strikeouts as well. Roman Anthony is a young stud in baseball. He went 3 for 4 with a walk and looked like he belonged right away. They won 3-0, and everybody was feeling pretty good. Chapman and Whitlock shut it down and looked good in relief. And just looked like a pretty solid pitching staff. And there's a lot of hope. But since then, it's been a struggle. They dropped the next two against the Reds, lost the series against them. Then they just got swept 3 straight games in Houston by the Astros, and they're just getting blown out like 8-1, 9-2. And then yesterday was 6-4, and that wasn't even a close game. In that Houston series alone, the Red Sox struck out 38 times, so that's just ugly. Overall, early in the season, their offense has been super quiet. The bullpen has leaked some runs, and the starters after Crochet haven't been sharp as hoped, and even Crochet kind of got touched up a little bit yesterday. So yeah, the pitching numbers for them aren't pretty so far. Obviously, it's the beginning of the season. It's the first 6 games of the season. The Red Sox can still win the division, but we're just talking about what we have seen so far, and it's not good. Their team ERA is sitting at around 5, which is pretty close to last in baseball. Their starters have like a 5.2 ERA. They've allowed 11 home runs already, which is the second most in the MLB, and opposing hitters are batting .260 against them. In the 5-game losing streak, they gave up a ton of hard contact and just giving out free passes. Ranger Suarez had a rough debut in one of those games, and just the depth behind Crochet, Sonny Gray, who hasn't looked good either, and Brian Bayo. I think they're just kind of getting tested a little bit early. Red Sox fans are already venting online about this. Some are saying, it's only 6 games, relax, but others are pointing out the strikeouts piling up and the lack of timely hitting and just saying, maybe this is what the team is going to look like this year. I think losing Alex Bregman in free agency and just banking on run prevention was the plan, but right now the prevention part isn't really clicking the way that they want it to. The defense hasn't really been perfect in a few different instances so far this year, but I do think overall, it should be a better unit. I don't know. They looked horrible last year, the defense, in that series against the Yankees where they got eliminated. And you could only imagine it could be a little bit better. But yeah, on the bright side, Crochet still looks dominant, and you could tell that the stuff is there. So I'm not worried about him at all. He's one of the best pitchers in baseball. Anthony didn't start yesterday's game, but he came in the top of the ninth and hit a pinch hit home run in his one at bat, which is pretty promising. He was kind of slumping a little bit, but I don't know. Can you really call something a slump if it's a 6-game stretch? I don't know. I think Roman Anthony is a great baseball player. The lineup still has pieces like Jarren Duran, Tristan Casas, Wilmer Abreu has been really good to start the year, Rafaela, but they're just not stringing it together or capitalizing on all their opportunities yet, which I think we'll see a little bit more as the season progresses. Marcelo Mayo's got some buzz as well with opening day and his debut. He's been pretty good. But yeah, let's just keep it real. It's super early. We're only 6 games in. We've seen teams start slow and turn it around. Right now, the best teams in the league are the Yankees, the Marlins, and the Brewers. I'd say one of those teams, maybe the Brewers as well, were expected to be good. The Marlins definitely not. So this is kind of what you see to start the year. Some teams are going to start off hot. Some teams are going to start off cold. But yeah, 1-5 in the 5-game skid and just striking out a ton. It isn't promising for the Red Sox because you're just not seeing competitive at-bats and competitive games. But yeah, I know Red Sox fans are pretty mad about everything. I think the big question is whether the pitching can stabilize quickly. Sonny Gray, as good as he's been at some points in his career, I think he could end up turning into a Walker Buehler for the Red Sox and just kind of get pushed out of that rotation as the season goes on. Maybe the Red Sox look to call up some of the guys that they have in the minor leagues. But yeah, I don't really know. They just need Crochet to kind of settle in. Roman Anthony, he should be starting every game. and they could climb back into that division race. The AL East is just going to be so competitive this year with the Yankees, Red Sox, Blue Jays, Orioles, even the Rays. They're not like a bottom tier team. They're still solid and can win games. So there's a lot of competitiveness in that division. And, the Red Sox are going to have to win a lot of games to stay in the division race and to stay in the playoff hunt. And as a Yankees fan, if you know anything about how last year ended, the Yankees and the Blue Jays were in a tie at the end of the year, and it came down to a tiebreaker. So when people say, oh, it's early, these games in March and April don't matter, that one game that you blow in April could be the difference in hosting a playoff series and getting a bye, like with the Yankees last year. So, yeah, I'm not upset about it, obviously, as a Yankees fan. But, yeah, what do you guys think? Are the Red Sox just having a bad first week and they'll bounce back strong? Or do you think this is a sign of bigger problems after losing Devers, trading him away to the Giants, and just banking so heavily on that pitching, which isn't performing so far? Yeah, drop your thoughts in the comments. Red Sox fans especially. I know I'm a Yankees fan, so I'm a little bit biased. But I don't know. I think they're going to end up okay. I don't think they're going to be like bottom of baseball type of record. But yeah, we'll see what happens. They've got some big series coming up soon. And yeah, make sure to leave a comment, drop a like, and subscribe and follow if you're new. But yeah, let's go Yankees. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.